I believe that within my music video, I've challenged and used conventions when choosing the costumes for my two main characters, Bob and Jay-Z. The costumes used throughout the music video help to define the characters and have helped to tell a story about their lives. This was effective as it allowed our audience to understand more about our characters. I think I've used two different types of costumes well, as it allows the audience to see how different Jay-Z and Bob are, and why Jay-Z is talking to God and not Bob. Jay-Z is in much more sophisticated clothes, as he's trying to have a serious conversation with God, whereas Bob is in his casual streetwear. With the clothing used on Bob, I believe I've used conventions of a hip-hop music video. Artists in the industry tend to wear baggy streetwear when they are trying to portray their hustle. An artist which can be backed up by this point is Nelly, where he has used streetwear to maintain the reputation of what the audience think of him. It's becoming so natural that it's hard to picture an hip-hop artist in other clothing. So in this case, I feel like I've challenged the conventions of costumes when looking at Jay-Z. As Jay-Z is in smart casual clothes, he doesn't really fit into the description of a hip-hop artist, but he has been seen as a narrator throughout the video. I feel that it still works well. I have chosen to use the conventions of hip-hop music video when looking at the themes of locations. Traditional hip-hop music videos will use locations to set the scene from early on. They tend to have a mixture of locations. A few are clubs, streets, or locations which refer back to the lyrics. If filmed in a club, it will normally be represented with a lot of women, money and jewellery to help represent the artist's lifestyle and wealth. Whereas if filmed in the streets, it could normally be done in the area which the artist lives or grew up in, or locations which can be linked with the lyrics to create a lyrical emotion. I think I've used the traditional locations of a hip-hop music video to construct my own. We can refer back to Eminem's video Cleaning Out My Closet, as he has used similar locations to mine, as he is in a church trying to reach God, as he has also sinned. Throughout the video, you can understand why he has done the things he has done, and why he should be forgiven for his actions. In comparison, I have used the church as my main location, as we have tried to also portray a conversation between Jay-Z and God, who is also trying to persuade God to let his friend into heaven even though he has sinned. I believe that both my video and Eminem's have used locations effectively to help relate back to the lyrics, as it helps the audience compare both aspects better. Filters are very common within hip-hop music videos, and I've tried to interpret this convention within my own. I've used a filter to help stay within the theme of the Black Album. I decided that my music video will be in black and white, as the music video portrayed a dark story. The filter helped to remove the joy and make it seem more dark and morbid. This also helped to complement the religious points. After doing some research, I realized that Jay-Z tends to have a lot of his music videos in black and white, but it depends what type of song he's doing. What I have noticed is that when he is talking about his upbringing, he likes to have the video in black and white. This may be because this is how he viewed his life before he got famous. This can be seen in the music video Empire State, where even though Jay-Z has used a black and white filter, the high contrast helps improve the quality. Because of this point, I believe that I have used conventions of a black and white filter. From the song lyrics and the way I've used imagery throughout, it feels like this song could have been based on a real event in Jay-Z's life. Throughout my digipack, I tried to include triangles whenever possible, as this particular shape has caused a lot of controversy within the music industry. Triangles have been known to be represented by a secret organization called the Illuminati, and it's known that artists do secret symbols which show they are part of the satanic and paganistic Illuminati membership. I have included these signs in my digipack and ad. This is also a topic which always gets brought up by people in my target audience. This helps to portray a wide message within my digipack. These types of symbols are not always used by artists, but I found a few examples that can back up this convention. This helps to show that artists in the industry use this convention to create controversy. Camera work is very important when constructing a music video. In this case, I have used a particular shot used in hip-hop music videos. When portraying a narrative throughout a hip-hop music video, camera work is a very important factor. Camera work allows a director to get across a message, which maybe couldn't be done through the lyrics. Narrative is also the way the director chooses to tell the story of the music video, and the way that the audience interprets it. Narrative is used in hip-hop music videos to clarify a certain theme or event which is ongoing throughout the video. I believe I have used this convention and portrayed it in my own way in my music video. This can be linked closely with a music video by The Game called The Sea, where he's used a shot-reverse shot to portray a shootout, which involved a young boy growing up in the city of Compton. This helps to explain the story of the song, as it helps to show the audience what kind of activity goes on whilst living in Compton. I can relate to this particular convention, as I have included something almost identical. We have also used a shot-reverse shot to portray our narrative, as this event helps to explain how Jay-Z's friend gets shot, and now that he's dead, what's next to come for him. I decided not to include any special effects on this shot, as I felt that it looked fake and a bit forced when I put it in using Adobe After Effects. I have chosen to go against conventions of hip-hop music videos by including a face manipulation effect. Hip-hop music videos use realism to focus on the narrative and song lyrics to get a message across, which we have used, but I wanted to add another platform of information which could be interpreted by the audience in a different way. I find it hard to find examples of this effect used in music videos. This suggests I have challenged conventions. The track includes a lot of religious references, which have signified through the church and graveyard locations. The church image refers back to God and not Lucifer, so the special effect helps to link the video more closely with the lyrics and to emphasize the close relationship between God and Lucifer, which is the main dilemma throughout. Michael Jackson uses something similar in his Thriller video. This video had a major impact on Michael Jackson's career. He went against conventions as he was one of the first people to add special effects to a modern music video. The special effect wouldn't really be seen in a pop video, but he makes it work. He includes the special effect at the start of the video, which helps to set the mood, whereas I have incorporated it at the end to leave the audience questioning the character. In my ad, I decided to include the central image of my artist. This allowed me to market my artist better, as the central image is more noticeable and is in the centre of attention. I chose to have an extreme close-up as it helped to show off the artist's presence. As the artist is staring into the camera, it allows the audience to relate to the artist. This is the main focus point of my ad, as it connotes a lot about the overall album, such as the split image was used to show a split personality. This will help to portray that the album will have a range of dark and light connotations. I also decided the main image will have a bit of colour, as it helps to represent the devil, death and hell. These features were used to help relate back to the single of Lucifer. I've used this convention of having a central image as it helps to identify the artist in a greater meaning. This is very common in the music industry and can be seen when looking at ads such as Jay-Z's Blueprint ad, where the central image is used as the main selling point.